All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar and with me is Sarabjit Kaur. The headlines. Super cyclone Umpun likely to make landfall this afternoon between Digha, West Bengal and Hatia Islands, Bangladesh. 41 NDRF teams deployed for relief and rescue operations. 200 non-AC trains to run daily from 1st June, says Railway Minister Piyush Goyal. Ministry of Railways to fix stoppages and destinations of Shramik special trains as per the requirements of states and UTs. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 38.73% in India. Government launches National Test Abhyas mobile app for candidates to take mock tests for JEE Main and NEET. And Centre reduces EPFO contributions from 12% to 10% from May to July this year. India Meteorological Department IMD said that super cyclone Umpun is likely to make landfall between Digha, West Bengal and Hatia Islands, Bangladesh, close to Sundarbans between this afternoon and evening, with maximum wind speed of 155 to 165 kilometers per hour, gusting to 185 kilometers per hour. Briefing media in New Delhi yesterday, Director General National Disaster Response Force S.N. Pradhan said a total of 41 teams have been deployed for West Bengal and Odisha.
अभी फिलहाल 15 टीम उड़ीसा में हैं जो कि डिप्लॉयड हैं और जमीन पर काम शुरू कर चुकी हैं अवेयरनेस ड्राइव का, कम्युनिकेशन का और इवैक्यूएशन का। 19 टीमें वेस्ट बंगाल में ग्राउंड पर हैं और 2 टीमें वेस्ट बंगाल में रिजर्व में हैं। इस तरह 41 टीमों का टोटल डिप्लॉयमेंट दोनों राज्य मिलाकर है, अगर रिजर्व को भी हम लोग मान लें। सभी के पास वायरलेस और सैटेलाइट कम्युनिकेशन है और क्विक डिप्लॉयमेंट एंटेना है। अगर पूरा कम्युनिकेशन ठप भी हो जाता है तब भी वो एनडीआरएफ हेडक्वार्टर के संपर्क में रहेंगे और वहां पर कम्युनिकेशन सेटअप कर सकते हैं लोकल एजेंसीज के लिए।
Mr. Pradhan said NDRF is fully prepared for tackling the super cyclone Umpun and taking necessary steps for evacuation, communication and creating awareness. He said NDRF teams are coordinating with the district and local administrators with evacuation of the people as the topmost priority. Mr. Pradhan said Home Minister Amit Shah spoke to the Chief Ministers of West Bengal and Odisha to review the situation. Director General IMD Mrityunjay Mohapatra said this is the second intense super cyclone after 1999 and the IMD is continuously monitoring the situation. He said this cyclone caused the damage in the districts of West Medinipur, South and North 24 Parganas, Howrah, Hooghly and Kolkata in West Bengal. He said Jagat Singhpur, Kendrapada, Bhadrak, Jajpur, Balasore districts of Odisha will be severely hit by the cyclone. He added that fishing operations will be suspended till tomorrow and the fishermen are advised not to venture into the sea during the next 24 hours. He also said movement in motorboats and small ships are not advisable. Mr. Mohapatra said rail and road traffic will remain suspended and people in affected areas are advised to remain indoors. He further added that heavy rain is also expected in the western part of Assam and Sikkim. Speaking exclusively to All India Radio News this morning, he informed about the current situation of the cyclone.
अभी साइक्लोन अम्पन पारादीप से लगभग 125 किलोमीटर दूरी पे दक्षिण पूर्व दिशा पे केंद्रीभूत है और ये पहले जैसे हमारा आकलन था उत्तर पूर्व यानी नॉर्थ ईस्ट डायरेक्शन पे मूव कर रहा है और प्रेडिक्शन के हिसाब से आज आफ्टरनून और शाम के टाइम पे साइक्लोन अम्पन वेस्ट बंगाल और बांग्लादेश कोस्ट को दीघा और हातिया आइलैंड के बीच में पार करेगा। वेस्ट बंगाल और बांग्लादेश कोस्ट को ये हिट करेगा आफ्टरनून और इवनिंग टाइम पे। तब इसका विंड स्पीड 155 to 165 किलोमीटर पर आवर और गस्टिनेस में 185 किलोमीटर पर आवर होगा। इसके साथ साथ इसके प्रभाव में कोस्टल उड़ीसा में रेनफॉल जारी है, हेवी टू वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल हो रहा है और केंद्रापड़ा, जगतसिंहपुर, भद्रक, बालासोर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में विंड स्पीड बढ़ रहा है और अभी 90 to 100 किलोमीटर पर आवर विंड स्पीड ये सभी जिला में और इसके साथ जो समुद्र है वहाँ चल रहा है।
In West Bengal, around 4 lakh people have been evacuated from 7 coastal districts of the state in view of the super cyclonic storm. The state government has taken all necessary precautionary measures to meet any eventualities. Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee has reviewed the situation with the districts administration through video conferencing. Here is a report from our Kolkata correspondent.
The super cyclonic storm Amphan is likely to make a landfall in the state this afternoon and will continue till tomorrow morning. Coastal districts of the state, including Kolkata, is experiencing rainfall since last night. Additional precautions have been taken in Sagar, Mousumi Island, Frasergan, Gosawa, Namkhana, Kakdeep in South 24 Parganas, Hasnabad, Boshirhat and Sandeshkhali in North 24 Parganas, Ramnagar, Khejuri, Digha in East Midnapur and Datan and Narayanganj in West Midnapur district. The state government has formed a task force. Besides 19 teams of NDRF, BSF, SDRF, Coast Guard and disaster management teams have been kept ready to meet any eventualities. The state government has requested to the people not to go out from houses since afternoon. The Met Department has issued advisory to the state government for closing down markets and establishments, imposing restrictions on movements of public vehicles. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
In view of Umpun, Odisha government is taking every possible step for effective management of the situation arising out of the possible cyclone. A report.
In view of the approaching cyclone, the 12 coastal districts of Odisha have been put on alert. All the government departments are working in close coordination to complete the evacuation process of the people from Kacha houses to the nearest cyclone shelters by tonight. The state government has advised the people to carry important documents while shifting to the cyclone shelters. ODRAF and NDRF have been deployed into the affected areas. In addition, 217 teams of fire services, 75 teams of forest officials have also been deployed in different parts of coastal Odisha. Meanwhile, the movement of migrants has been stalled in view of cyclone Amphan. The state government has suspended fishing activity till tomorrow. Tishri Singh Rathod, AIR News, Cuttack.
The Met Department of Bangladesh has asked Mongla and Peara ports to hoist the highest level of danger signal 10, which signifies great danger even as super cyclone Umpun moved to around 400 kilometers from these ports. The Chattogram and Cox's Bazar ports will continue to hoist danger signal 6. The Met Department, in its latest bulletin released at 6 a.m. today, said that the cyclone is likely to move in a north-northeasterly direction and may cross West Bengal-Bangladesh border near Sundarbans during afternoon or evening of May 20th. In the latest special weather bulletin released in the morning, the Met Department warned that low-lying areas of coastal districts of Satkhira, Khulna, Bagherhat, Bhola, Borishal, Noakhali, Chattogram, among others, and their offshore islands are likely to be inundated by storm surge of 10 to 15 feet height above normal astronomical tide. These areas are also likely to experience wind speed up to 140 to 160 kilometers per hour with heavy to very heavy rainfall during the passage of the storm. The Met Department has instructed all the boats and trawlers over the North Bay and Deep Sea to take shelter immediately and not venture into the sea till further notice. Evacuation of people from the coastal areas of Bangladesh continues.
Union Railway Minister Piyush Goyal said Indian Railways will run 200 non-AC trains daily from 1st of next month. In a series of tweets yesterday, the Railway Minister said online booking will start soon. These trains will be run in addition to the Shramik special trains, and Indian Railways is planning to double the numbers of Shramik trains to bring more relief to the migrant workers. The Railway Minister said in future, number of Shramik special trains will be increased on a large scale. Mr. Goyal added state governments are requested to help the workers and register them with the nearest station. They are then requested to give the list to the railway so that railway workers can run special trains. The minister said workers are requested to stay in their place. He assured that Indian Railways will take the workers to their destinations. Our correspondent reports that more than 21,50,000 migrants have been transported to their home states through Shramik special trains in 19 days by operating more than 1,600 Shramik special trains. Union Home Ministry has issued revised Standard Operating Procedure SOP for the movement of stranded workers by train. It has asked the states and union territories to coordinate with railways to ferry stranded migrant workers to their homes. According to the SOP, movement of Shramik special trains shall be permitted by Ministry of Railways in consultation with the Home Ministry. All states and UTs should designate nodal authorities and make necessary arrangements for receiving and sending such trains. The train schedules, including stoppages and destinations, will be finalized by the Railway Ministry based on the requirement of the states and UTs. After finalizing, Railways will communicate to states for making suitable arrangements for sending and receiving such stranded people.
Speaking exclusively to All India Radio News, Railways Executive Director Rajesh Bajpai has said that registration of persons travelling via Shramik special trains is essential. He said that this information is essential for contact tracing in case any of these persons are infected by COVID-19. He added that Railways is currently running 180 trains per day and seeks to increase the number of Shramik special trains.
1 मई को हमने निर्णय लिया था कि हम श्रमिक ट्रेनों के माध्यम से श्रमिकों को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाएंगे और तब से भारतीय रेल द्वारा 20 लाख लोगों को ले जाया गया है। अभी लगभग हम एक दिन में 180 के करीब रेलगाड़ियां चलाते हैं। हमारा प्रयास है कि हम ये 300 रेलगाड़ी प्रतिदिन तक चलाएं, जिससे कि जो श्रमिक हमारे फंसे हुए हैं कहीं पे, उनको उनके गृह राज्यों पे ले जाया जा सके।
Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has written a letter to the Chief Ministers of 8 states to provide information of labourers passing through Madhya Pradesh from other states on time. The Madhya Pradesh government is dropping labourers going to other states through Madhya Pradesh safely at the borders. Buses have been arranged in a large number of border districts for this task, and transit camps have been set up on the routes.
In the letter, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has written to the Chief Ministers of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Telangana, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Chhattisgarh. Chief Minister said in his letter that free arrangements of food, vehicles and medicines are made by the Madhya Pradesh government. Due to lack of prior information about the movement of labourers, many times the system gets disturbed when a large number of labourers come and create a law and order situation due to panic, and the labourers also have to face difficulties. Sri Chauhan has requested the Chief Ministers of other states to inform in advance to the Madhya Pradesh government so that government can make all necessary arrangements on time. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Union Health Ministry has said that the recovery rate of patients from COVID-19 infection has improved further and it has now reached 38.73%. Health Ministry in a statement yesterday said that with the recovery of 2,350 patients in the last 24 hours, a total of 39,174 patients have been cured of COVID-19. The ministry said the recovery rate is improving continuously. It said India currently has 1,01,139 cases, out of which 58,802 are active cases now, while 3,163 patients have died. In terms of case mortality per lakh population, the ministry said India has so far about 0.2 deaths per lakh population as compared to 4.1 deaths per lakh population for the world. The ministry added that a record number of over 1,08,000 samples for COVID-19 were tested yesterday in the country. So far, a total of over 24,25,000 samples have been tested. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has issued guidelines for dental professionals in COVID-19 pandemic situation. In the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic, dentists, auxiliaries as well as patients undergoing dental procedures are at high risk of cross-infection. Most dental procedures require close contact with the patient's oral cavity, saliva, blood and respiratory tract secretions. Health Ministry said many patients who are asymptomatic may be carriers of the coronavirus. Hence, it is suggested that all patients visiting a dental office must be treated with due precautions. More from our correspondent.
The dental clinics will remain closed in the containment zone. However, they can continue to provide teleconsultation to the patients. Patients in this zone can seek ambulance services to visit the nearby COVID dental facility. In the red zone, emergency dental procedure can be performed. The dental clinics in orange and green zone will function to provide dental consultation. Ministry has said that dental operation will be performed only in emergency and urgent condition, and due to the high risk associated with the examination of the oral cavity, oral cancer screening under National Cancer Screening Program should be deferred until new guidelines are issued. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. Manoj Nesari, advisor Ayush Ministry, said that India's recovery rate is quite encouraging and Ayush Ministry's advisory has acted as a prophylactic measure in this direction.
जो मरीज ठीक होने की जो रफ्तार जो है वो काफी अच्छी है और बाकी देशों की तुलना में हमारे देश में मरीज ये ज्यादा ठीक हो रहे हैं। मैं समझता हूँ इनबॉर्न इम्यूनिटी जो है तो वो इम्यूनिटी इसमें बहुत ज्यादा मायने रखती है और उसके साथ साथ में कई सारे स्टेट्स ने जो बाकी ट्रीटमेंट के साथ साथ ये प्रोफाइलेक्टिक के लिए आयुष के अलग अलग जो प्रावधान उसने शुरू किए हैं, आयुष मंत्रालय ने जो इसमें पहल करी है, तो इन सबका ये एक लाभ हो सकता है कि इतने सारे मरीज जो है वो ठीक हो रहे हैं और हम इसमें अपना बचाव भी कर सक रहे हैं।
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Super cyclone Umpun likely to make landfall this afternoon between Diga, West Bengal and Hatia Islands, Bangladesh. 41 NDRF teams deployed for relief and rescue operations. 200 non-AC trains to run daily from 1st June, says Railway Minister Piyush Goyal. Ministry of Railways to fix stoppages and destinations of Shramik special trains as per the requirements of states and UTs. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 38.73% in India. Government launches National Test Abhyas mobile app for candidates to take mock tests for JEE Main and NEET. And Centre reduces EPFO contributions from 12% to 10% from May to July this year. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Union Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank launched a new mobile app named the National Test Abhyas. The app has been developed by National Testing Agency NTA to enable candidates to take mock tests for upcoming exams such as JEE Main and NEET under the NTA's purview. The app has been launched to facilitate candidates' access to high-quality mock tests as there was a demand for making up for the loss to students due to closure of educational institutions and NTA's test practice centers due to the lockdown. Students across the country can use the app to access high-quality tests free of cost in a bid to be fully prepared for the upcoming JEE, NEET and other competitive exams. The tests can be easily downloaded. More from our correspondent.
The National Test Abhyas app will make available practice tests on smartphones or computers for all students in the country, irrespective of their level of access to device and the quality of network. Facility of offline mode is also available on the app, where students on downloading the mock test can attempt the test without internet. Once the test is completed, students can go online again to submit the test and view their test report. The app works on Android-based smartphones and tablets and can be downloaded from Google Play Store. The app will also be soon available on iOS platform. Once students download the app, they are required to register with some basic details, create a free account, and then start accessing mock tests free of cost for their selected examination. NTA plans to release one new mock test on the app every day. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Uttar Pradesh yesterday saw the highest spike in the number of corona-positive cases in a day. A total of record 323 new cases were found in last 24 hours in the state. In a bid to ensure safety of COVID-19 frontline workers, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath yesterday launched Chikitsa Setu app for healthcare workers, sanitation workers and police personnel fighting against the pandemic. A report.
The Chikitsa Setu app is first of its kind in country and it is developed by State Medical Education Department in association with King George Medical University Lucknow and National Institute of Smart Government. This app is for training of health workers and it will make them aware with the help of small videos explaining use of various kits, shifting procedure of COVID-19 patients, other important guidelines. It is useful in conducting webinar also. The state government has earlier launched the Ayush Kavach COVID app to provide information on Ayurveda which can be adopted by people to boost their immunity. A total of 123 persons have lost their life till date due to deadly coronavirus. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Uttar Pradesh government has announced new guidelines to be followed in the state about the lockdown, which has been extended till 31st May. The new guidelines permits all the factories, industrial activities and shops to open except for red and containment zones. However, the decision about its implementation is being taken by district magistrates at their level. In state capital Lucknow, administration has decided to open the shops on alternate days. That means shops on the one side of road will open on one day and other side of shops on next day. District Magistrate of Ghaziabad has called for a meeting of local traders and businessmen today to discuss ways to implement the guidelines. He has invited suggestions from the traders regarding the implementation of guidelines and opening of shops. In Bihar, public mode of transport, including auto rickshaw, e-rickshaw and private cabs, have resumed operation on an odd-even basis with immediate effect from today. Operation of public transport would, however, resume with certain conditions. Public transport would not be allowed to operate in any containment zones in the district. The State Transport Department issued an order in this regard after a meeting was held with the Crisis Management Department. In auto rickshaw and e-rickshaw, excluding the driver, only 2 passengers can travel at a time. Private cabs can also be booked for transportation within district. Inter-district travel would require a travel pass issued by the concerned district magistrate or special train ticket. Returnee from other states can book private cabs online in advance from the railway station to their destination.
Haryana government said under the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs for containment of COVID-19, all sports complexes and stadiums in the state have been permitted to open. Giving this information at Chandigarh, Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Sandeep Singh said all the district sports and youth affairs officers have been directed to ensure maintaining of social distancing, to ensure availability of sanitizers at every point wherever needed. He said all officials, coaches and trainees will wear face masks. He added, however, spectators will not be allowed. J&K government has issued fresh classification of districts in order to implement the lockdown 4.0 from today. AIR correspondent reports that the Department of Disaster Management, Relief, Rehabilitation and Reconstruction State Executive Committee, which is headed by Chief Secretary BVR Subramaniam, has announced a classification of districts in UT as red, orange and green for the purpose of implementing the lockdown. All the districts of Kashmir province, except Ganderbal and Bandipora, are listed as red zones, while Kathua, Samba and Ramban districts of Jammu province have been declared the red zones. Similarly, Bandipora, Ganderbal, Riyasi, Udhampur and Jammu districts have been declared under orange category. Likewise, Doda, Kishtwar, Poonch and Rajouri districts are put in green category.
In Gujarat, a total of 395 COVID-19 cases were reported from 21 districts yesterday, taking the total number of cases to 12,141. The death toll in the state rose to 719 after 25 fresh deaths reported yesterday. Under Vande Bharat Mission 2, an evacuation flight carrying around 150 students stranded in Malaysia arrived in Ahmedabad airport late in the evening yesterday. Our correspondent reports that the government issued detailed guidelines regarding the state transport service, which is resuming from today. A report.
Chief Minister Vijay Rupani said that the state transport services will be operated initially in the 5 zones from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The buses will be operated only in the containment areas of the state except Ahmedabad district from today. Only 60% of the passengers of the total seating capacity of the bus will be allowed to board the bus. All the passengers will have to maintain social distancing at all the places and will have to mandatorily wear masks during the journey. There will be thermal screening of the passengers at the bus depot. The government said bus services will be resumed gradually between cities connecting different zones. However, interstate bus services will be suspended as of now. Aparna Khund, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Over 1,200 COVID-19 patients were cured and discharged from various hospitals across Maharashtra in last 24 hours. State Health Minister Rajesh Tope said this is highest number of discharged patients in a single day, and now the recovery rate in state stands at 25%. The doubling rate too has gone up to 14 days. Till yesterday evening, 414 patients, that is 33% of total COVID-19 patients, have been discharged from various hospitals in Thane. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
The Health Minister has said, while several relaxations have been made in Lockdown 4.0, a committee led by Chief Secretary has been formed to further increase the coordination between private medical practitioners and the government. He urged the private doctors to open their clinics as next month monsoon starts and other common illnesses are likely to rise with the change in weather. He added that in next 2 months, 17,000 vacant posts of doctors, nurses and other staff members in the health department would be filled. Meanwhile, as a precautionary measure in the backdrop of Amphan cyclone, the state government has announced that the 3 Shramik special trains for West Bengal and Odisha have been cancelled till May 21st. Sonali Ghadar Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
2 Air India flights under Vande Bharat Mission Phase 2 arrived at Visakhapatnam Airport on Tuesday, and they brought back 314 Indians stranded in Abu Dhabi and Manila. While the flight from Abu Dhabi landed at 8:45 p.m., the other one was delayed by more than an hour and reached the airport after 10 p.m. Under Operation Vande Bharat Mission, 3 flights will carry stranded Indians from London, Manila and Dubai to Kochi today.
The centre has notified the reduction in statutory rate of contributions from 12% to 10% for wage months period from May to July 2020. The reduction is for all class of establishments covered under the Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952. Earlier, the government had announced to reduce the rate as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Ministry of Labour and Employment said reduction in rate of EPF contributions from 12% to 10% of basic wages and dearness allowances is intended to benefit both 4.3 crore employees and employers of 6.5 lakh establishments to tide over the immediate liquidity crisis.
Now let us take a look at the weather today. In the national capital, minimum temperature will be 21 degrees Celsius, while maximum is expected to be 42 degrees Celsius. The metropolis is likely to witness strong surface winds during the daytime. Mumbai will witness partly cloudy sky with minimum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature remaining around 34 degrees Celsius. In the south, Chennai will see a generally cloudy sky. The temperature will hover between 27 and 42 degrees Celsius. Kolkata will witness generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature in the city will be 24 degrees Celsius, while maximum nearly 33. In the north, Jammu will witness minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be 38 degrees Celsius. The city will see mainly clear sky. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature will be 10 degrees Celsius, with mercury rising to a maximum of around 26 degrees Celsius. The city will observe mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards the evening or night. In Gilgit, the temperature will hover between 13 and 25 degrees Celsius. Sky will be mainly clear and it may become partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Muzaffarabad, the sky will be mainly clear with minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius and maximum of 34 degrees Celsius.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. As city shops reopened, the Times of India writes, first day slow show. Health Ministry issues new guidelines for workplaces, adds The Hindu. A headline in the Tribune notes, German footwear firm to shift production to India from China. Indian Railways joins the elite club of producing high horsepower locomotive indigenously. The Pioneer reports Railway starts operating its most powerful locomotive WAG-12. And finally, the Statesman writes, Shimla Simians end lockdown sojourn as monkeys are back in the city in good numbers from nearby jungles.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Super cyclone Umpun likely to make landfall this afternoon between Digha in West Bengal and Hatia Islands in Bangladesh. 41 NDRF teams deployed for relief and rescue operations. 200 non-AC trains to run daily from 1st of June, says Railway Minister Piyush Goyal. Ministry of Railways to fix stoppages and destinations of Shramik special trains as per the requirements of states and UTs. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 38.73% in India. Government launches National Test Abhyas mobile app for candidates to take mock tests for JEE Main and NEET. And Centre reduces EPFO contributions from 12% to 10% from May to July this year. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.